Hi all, welcome to the series of coding questions on Python programming. Today we are going to see a problem on files. We are going to perform various analysis on the given text file. So here are four subtasks. We have to read the content of the text file. We have to print all the unique words in the file in the sorted order. We have to count the frequency of each word and display the top 10 most frequently available words. Then finally we have to calculate the average word length. Shall we dive into the task? Yes, the first task is to read the content of the text file. So here I have chosen a text file called as Power of Python and it is with the extension .txt. So when you are working with this problem, your .py file and .txt file should be in the same folder. If you are using IDEs like Idle, Spider, PyCharm or so on, or VS Code or anything. If you are using the Google Colab, your file should be there in the working environment. So you have to have that particular file and we have to open that file using the open command. So we can also use the open command directly. But what is the speciality of this context manager? I hope you are all aware of the context manager. So with the help of the context manager, when we are opening the file, we need not close the file manually. It will be automatically closed. So the with statement is used as the context manager, and when you are opening the file with the with statement, we need not close the file manually. So that is the power of this one. So here we are using the with statement, we are using the open function, built-in function. The file is opened in what mode? Yes, it is read mode. So we are just going to read the file. We are not going to do any manipulation, that is modifying or updating. We are going to read the file. And once it is opened, it is saved in the file object F. So this is the syntax. So using this file object F only, we can do the manipulation, which is read as per this context. So we are reading the content of the file and we are saving it in the text variable. So this text variable is now holding the entire content of the text file, that is starting from Python is a versatile and powerful programming language till ensure its enduring relevance. The entire thing is there in this variable. We have successfully completed the task 1. So in this task, we have to print all the unique words available in the file in the alphabetical order. So in our first method, we are going to use the regular expression module. So we are importing it with the first statement, import RE, and we have to use the pattern to fetch all the words. So in the second line, if you see, we are using a words variable re.findAll. This is a built-in function to find all the patterns what we are giving. So this one is the pattern and this one is from where we have to find the pattern. I hope you are all remembering this text from where it is coming. Yes, from the previous task. After reading the content of the text file, we are saving it in the variable text. I am converting the entire text into lowercase. So Python with uppercase p and Python with lowercase p are different. So it will be considered as two different words. We don't want in such a way. So we are converting the entire thing into lowercase. You can also try by changing it to uppercase. That's your choice. And let's get deep into this pattern. So if you see here, this R stands for the raw string. So this pattern string is considered as a raw string, that is ignoring this backslashes. And about this backslash B and this backslash B, it is about the starting boundary and ending boundary of the word. So from the word till a non-word character. That is, if you are considering a word such as hello world. So starting from H till O is your first word. Starting from W till D is your second word. So in between space is the non-word character. Similarly, all your punctuation, everything. So then you may ask, which are all the word characters? Yes, it is all the uppercase A to Z, lowercase a to Z, the digits 0 to 9 and the underscore. If any of these things are there, means it is a word character. So based on that pattern, we are segregating all the words and it is saved in the words variable. Then what are we doing? Unique words. We have to fetch all the unique words, right? So all the unique words, we are using the set function to convert the words list to a set. Then after converting it to a set, we are using the sorted function built-in function and getting it sorted in the alphabetical order. Then it is getting printed with the help of the for loop. We are traversing through the unique words and we are printing. So when we are printing, what will happen? We have not used any end parameter in the print statement. So all the words are displayed one below the other as we have not used any end parameter. We have not restricted like we have to print so and so words in a single line. We have printed it fully. So starting from A till W, we are having the words in our text file. So there are many words. So I have shown a few words in this slide. In the next method, we'll use the end parameter and we'll print 10 words in each line. Let's see in the second method. Shall we go? Yes. So if you see here, I have given the second method. Here we have not used the regular expression module. Rather, what have we used? I have created a word variable and the entire text is converted into lowercase using the split function. I have splitted it separately based on the space as we have not given any special character based on with which it has to be splitted. So it is splitted and saved in the word variable. Then what are we doing here in the second line? We are using the list comprehension method. So the expansion of that list comprehension method is given in the cloud in the site. So if you see here, we have created one empty list called as words and we are traversing through the word variable in which we have converted it to lowercase and split it. We are traversing through that and we are checking whether that particular element is a word or not. That is using the is alpha function. So hello is a word, space is not a word, world is a word. So hello and world will be fetched and we are appending it to the words empty list. So that is what returned in that list comprehension method, the shorthand method, the loop variable I for I in word if I dot is alpha. So the entire 4 line is written in a single line and it is enclosed within the list bracket. I hope everybody is clear in that statement. Then the same method what we have followed in the method 1 is done. We are sorting with the help of the sorted function. Before using the sorted function, we have to convert the words list to a set and that is what happening. And then what is happening in the next one? We are sorting it in the alphabetical order. But as I said in the previous slide itself, we have to print 10 words in a single line for visualizing it. So I am creating a variable called as counter and I am initializing it to 0. And while printing each word, the counter is getting incremented by 1. And then using the end parameter, we are printing the each word with the space in between the words. And after every 10th word, we have to add a new line. So counter modulus 10, it will give you the reminder. If it is the 10th word, 20th word, 30th word, we'll be adding a new line. And I'll show the output in the next slide. See, all the words are printed and each line is having 10 words. So for visualizing purpose, we have followed this method. I hope everyone is clear in this two methods. We are in the task 3 to count the frequency of each word available in our text file and we have to display the top 10 most frequently available words. So here we are going to follow 3 methods. The first method is very simple. We are going to use the counter class available in the collections module. It is like a dictionary which is used to count the occurrences in the collection such as list. So here to get the word count, we are going to use the counter class and we are passing the words as the parameter. So words is the resultant of which task? Yes, it is the resultant of the previous task. We are fetching the words. It is the set of words which we got in the previous task. So we are passing that as the parameter and we are getting the word count. It is a dictionary. So then from that we are going to get the top 10 words. So we are having a built-in function inside our counter class. So word count is the object created for the counter class. Using the word count, we are accessing the most underscore common function and we have to pass 10 as the parameter because in our question we have to fetch the top 10 most frequently available words. So the topmost 10 words, that is mostly occurring words, will be fetched and saved in the top 10 words. And it will also be in the form of a dictionary, and to print it for word comma count in top 10 words, we are printing it. So word colon count, and let's see the output at the last. Before that, we'll see the method 2 for solving this subtask. Shall we? Yes. So we are in the method 2 to solve the task 3. So you will be thinking why this code is very big compared to the task 1. In task 1 we use the built-in module counter, but here we are going to apply our logical thinking. So we are going to create our own word count dictionary, and we are going to fetch the words and count the occurrences. So here if you see, what have we created? We have created one word count dictionary and it is empty. And here it is a for loop. So we are traversing through what? We are traversing through the words. So from where have we fetched these words? This words is from task 2 and it is in the form of a list. I hope you all agree with me. It is not a set, it is a list. All the words will be available in this words list. And then inside this, we are going to use one if-else statement, and we are going to traverse through the word count. You may think word count is already empty. Why are we traversing through the word count? I'll explain. So let me take some random words. So imagine our word list. First word is, let's take it as class. So class is our first word. So is this word available in our word count? No. So the class is not available. So which one it will execute? It will execute our else block. So else block, the purpose of this statement is word count of I is equal to 1. So word count of I is your word class. So your dictionary will be currently updated as class colon 1. Then my second word, let me take any random word. If is my second word. Is if available in your word count? This is your word count dictionary. Again, no. Again it will come to the else block, comma, if colon 1. Now my third word is again class. So what is the meaning? If I in word count, yes, it is true. So what will happen? Word count of I plus equal to 1, meaning this will become 2. So that is the meaning of this if else statement. So your dictionary will be getting populated in this way. We have not used the counter class as in the method 1. Now coming to this statement. So if you see, this is something big, you may get confused. What is this lambda keyword? I hope you guys have learned lambda. So sorted word count. We have to sort it based on the occurrences, right? So in this sample dictionary, class is having 2 times occurrence, if is once. So if you have to print in the sorted order, class should come first, if should come next. So in case if the if is in the beginning. So for that what we are doing, word count dot items. If you use items, it will consider both key and value. Then key is equal to based on the lambda. For lambda function, we are passing one parameter. This lambda function is taking one parameter, and this key is for sorting based on what? So this key is based on this lambda function. So that is what I said. So x of 1 means this 1 is for this value. So x of 1, based on this value we have to sort. Reverse is equal to true means descending order. So most frequently available one. Then what are we doing? Sorted word count from colon 10 means starting from 0 till 9, end value minus 1. So top 10 occurrences will be printed. So topmost 10 frequent words, word comma count in top 10. The same way we are printing the dictionary value. So output we'll be seeing after seeing the third method also. Shall we see? So I hope you guys are clear about the logical method. The if and else block is clear. Shall we go to the third method? Yes. So this is our method 3. I hope most of you are familiar about the pandas module. So we are importing the pandas module as PD, the alias name. We are converting our entire word list into a data frame, and from that we are fetching the top most frequently available words. Somewhat easy method. Those who are familiar with pandas, you can go for this method. So pd.dataframe. So we are passing the words list as the parameter, and we are creating the column name as the word column. Then word count. df is our data frame, df of word dot value counts. So this value counts will count the occurrences of each word. Then top 10 words, we are having the head function, head of, if you don't pass this parameter, your top 5 occurrences will be coming. So here we are giving 10 times, so your top most 10 words will be, you'll be fetching. Then we are using the same for loop, top 10 words dot items, we are printing the word and the count. Perfect. Yes. So this is the output of all the three methods. We are getting the same output. If you see, the word and is getting repeated for 15 times, and the 10th most frequent word is programming. It is available twice. So how many times is our Python available? 4 times. Python word is available 4 times, and all the other are some conjunction and preposition and so on. Try it with different text file and see what are all your most commonly available words. We have arrived at our final task to calculate the average word length. This is very easy. So we have to create a variable called as total length, and we are using the built-in sum function and calculating the length of each word available in the words. So here what is happening? Len of I for I in words. So I have given in the cloud the expansion of that. We are creating a total length variable and initializing that to 0. We are traversing through the words list, and the total length is getting updated with length of each word. So we can write it in a single statement also. Try using the optimal method. Try practicing more. You will be getting familiar with the comprehension methods. Then how are we calculating the average length? We are calculating the average length by dividing the total length by len of words. So how many words we are having in our word list, we are dividing and we are calculating the average length. And then we are using the formatting method. Colon dot to f will find, and your the average is found and saved in the average length. That average length variable will be printed with 2 decimal values. So here our result is 5.89. And you can also use, instead of this formatting, you can use the round function. So round of average length comma 2 will also give you the same expected output. So this is about the task 4, an easy one. Am I right? Okay, now shall we see the commonly available mistakes in this task? What are all the common mistakes we people will be doing? Shall we see? Yes. So the first common mistake is based on the first task. When we are using the context manager, we'll be not encountering the resource leaks. Whereas if you are not using the with statement, you'll be opening the file and closing the file. In case if you are not closing, there will be resource leak. So you should be very careful about dealing with the files. Then we have to add the error handling technique to check whether the file is available or not. I have already mentioned that your py file and txt file should be in the same folder. If you are giving the file name by mistake or the file is not available, means you will be getting unwanted errors. So use the try except block. So that is one another common mistake. Then coming to the third error which we will be doing, there may be special characters like emojis or non-ASCII characters. So in that case, we have to handle that properly. So the proper word counting logic should be applied there. Those things should be ignored. You should modify your pattern. So if your text file is having those things, you have to be careful in that. So here for the sample, the text file which we have taken is having only the ASCII values characters, which is common. So have a look whether your file is having any different characters also. Then coming to the fourth one. So in one of the step I said convert it either to lowercase or uppercase without case converting. So your this Python and this Python will be different. But we want both the Python should be same. So you have to convert it either to lowercase or uppercase before doing all the manipulation, which will cause what? It will definitely cause the duplication of words. So we should avoid that. Next, coming to the next point, including punctuation as the part of the words will lead to the incorrect counting and sorting. So in that cases also, we should be very careful. So you can modify the pattern. For example, cannot can also be written as can't, C-A-N-T. So apostrophe is a non-word character as per our pattern. You try exploring. So if there is an apostrophe, if there is a special character like that which can be allowed in the word, So those things can also be considered as the word character. Try modifying the pattern and explore based on your text file. So here we have used the is alpha function. There are many regular expression functions and built-in functions, so you can go through that. Then when there are fewer than 10 unique words, did you think of that case? So we used head of 10, we used most common of 10. In case if there are lesser than 10 words, means we can't print 10 different words. So your file should be having relevant things as per solving this problem. Consider it as a test case based on problem and focus this carefully. Then finally, for the last task, it is performing floating point division. In case if your word list is empty, if your file is an empty file, so what will happen? We'll be getting zero division error when we are trying to divide by the length of the words. So in that case, that is an edge case. It has to be handled in this way. Average length is equal to, we stopped till this, total length divided by length of words. If words means word is having any positive value, else update it as 0. Don't go for the 0 division error, like that we are instructing the compiler. So these are all the common errors which you may encounter while solving this problem. Try taking a different text file and explore. File handling is an interesting and important topic. You can explore lots of things. Try playing with the files with all your regular expression, pandas module, counter class, everything which we have discussed in this uh, programming module. Enjoy and learn files. File handling techniques. Enjoy and learn files. Thank you.